Welcome to this week's weekend episode of Go Team Score Points, a podcast that started because the news is a lot. Maybe learning about sports would be nice. In each weekend episode, we learn about an NBA player and play a game that we made up. It's our best episode yet. I'm going to tell you about David Roddy. David Roddy is from Minnesota. He grew up in Minnesota, and he's the youngest of 5 brothers.
This is a theme.
I know. I tried to find out more about his family. I didn't find too much. His dad passed away in the last few years, I think. His older brother, Pierre, played college basketball, but I don't know what he's doing now. His older brother, well, they're all older brothers because he's the youngest of 5. So I don't need to keep saying that. His brother Noah is like a dance teacher at the University of Minnesota. David Roddy is like a super athlete. So in high school, he was a 3 varsity athlete, basketball, football, and like a thrower on the track team. He got offers from Division I schools for basketball and football. I know. In 2019, he was Minnesota Male High School Athlete of the Year. I wonder who was Mr. Basketball that year, though. I did not look that up. He ended up playing college basketball for Colorado State University, CSU. And he said that like his parents were like really actively involved in his decision of where to go, and that everybody really liked CSU and they liked the coaching staff. So that's where he went. In 21 and 22, he was the Mountain West Player of the Year, and he was 3rd team All-American from Sports Illustrated. And in 2021, he was the Paradise Jam Most Valuable Player, 2-time 1st team All-Mountain West.
Is he a two-way guy right now?
Great question. Let me tell you all the places he's been. In 2022, should have done a visual for you.
Okay.
In 2022, it was after his 3rd year of playing for CSU. He was the 23rd overall pick, drafted by the Sixers. I don't understand this part. Drafted by the Sixers on behalf of the Memphis Grizzlies as part of a trade that sent Roddy and Danny Green to the Grizzlies in exchange for DeAnthony Melton.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I've never heard of that. All I can assume is that the Grizzlies and the Sixers agreed before the draft,
Switcheroo.
before that pick, that like we're going to draft Roddy and we're 3 point. He's going to be part of a trade, even though he's interesting. But drafting on behalf of the team, I wonder if that's an official thing.
This is straight from Wikipedia.
Well,
so
yeah, I wonder if that's like a specific type of like part of the collective bargaining agreement that you could be drafted on behalf of someone.
I wrote, in short, in 2022, he signed with the Grizzlies.
Great.
Okay, February 2024. So he was on the Grizzlies for 2 years. February 2024, he was traded to the Suns. 5 months later, July 2024, he was traded to the Hawks. 7 months after that, on February 7th, 2025, he was waived by the Hawks. 2 days later, on February 9th, 2025, he signed a 10-day contract with the Sixers. Remember that? Remember last year when like so many people were out, they had to like make all these weird deals for 10 days? Yeah. So he was part of that.
These are the guys who came out of the stands.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Was like, I could do it.
Yeah.
So 10 days after that, on February 20th, 2025, he signed a 2-way contract with the Sixers and the Delaware Blue Colts. 1 week later, on February 28th, he was waived by the Sixers. 3 days later, so March 3rd, 2025, he signed a 2-way with the Houston Rockets. 4 months later, in July, just this last July, he was traded back to the Hawks. The next day, he was waived by the Hawks. 3 days later, on July 10th, 2025, he signed an Exhibit 10 contract with the Raptors. I don't know what that means. I thought that was maybe like a Canadian thing because he went to the Raptors.
It could be. I've never heard of that.
There was a link and I didn't click on it. So that's my fault. 3 months after that, this last October, he was waived. Then 3 weeks later in November, he signed with the Raptors 905, which is their G League team. Then 3 months after that in March 4th, just a few weeks ago, he signed a 2-way with the Nuggets. So to answer your question, yes, he's a 2-way player.
Did he,
Hold on. Exhibit 10 contract. This is fascinating. An Exhibit 10 contract is a 1-year, non-guaranteed NBA minimum salary contract often used in training camp. It allows teams to convert the deal into a 2-way contract, or if waived, gives players a bonus up to $77,500 for 24-25. For joining the G League affiliate for 60 days. Interesting.
Okay.
That's learning.
Little guarantee for the player and a little flexibility for the team.
Yeah.
What must these 3 years have been like for Roddy?
I know.
Still happened, but like
what he talked about somewhere, because I watched a lot of different things and read different things. Like he will talk to anybody and sign autographs. Like he's going back over this summer to CSU to like play with the team. And he talks about being a little kid and like how fun it was to go to Timberwolves games. I don't know, just that he seems really connected with fans in that way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How many times he moved?
So much. He's all over the place.
Like that. You said he got signed by the Hawks and then cut the next day or released the next day.
Yeah. So maybe at least he didn't move there.
I wonder if he knew before he got signed, like, hey, they're going to cut you. Like if the Hawks did that. I don't know.
Yeah. July was a wild time for him. I'm thinking like, do you keep your winter coat with you all the time? Do you put it in storage when you move to Arizona? Like, I don't know.
Me too. And these moving expenses we talked about, I wonder if they're the same for 2-way or Exhibit 10 or whatever.
Right.
Players. Or they're like, we'll get you a U-Haul, but you have to pay for gas.
Right. Which is not a good deal anymore. No. He's probably like, look, at this point, I just have a suitcase
David Roddy's first contract was a 4-year, $12.99 million rookie scale contract.
Wow, good for him.
Signed with the Memphis Grizzlies on July 2nd, 2022. The contract included $7.95 million guaranteed and team options for the third and fourth year. So he probably didn't. He probably made whatever that was, $7.9 million from that contract. I just wonder, you know, like, because you have the emotional experience of being traded 6 times in 3 years. I think, regardless of how much money you make, would be interesting, but it does feel a little different knowing he had $8 million on his first contract.
Oh yeah,
You know,
it's nice.
yeah,
It makes me feel better.
yeah. I'm not saying that I'm not saying anything negative about him, but as opposed, like, it's not really paycheck to paycheck, right?
Right, but it's got to sting.
Yeah,
Like, I would take it personally. You know, I take
Yes.
everything personally.
Right.
I would take it personally.
totally. Me too.
That would be like, you got to have thick skin to be David Roddy.
Right.
I wonder if people ever say anything about his hair.
It grows.
It'll grow.
We'll grow. Don't worry about it. Love it. So, and then he played in this game. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did well in this game. He played really well.
Great.
Yeah.
Is that it about David Roddy?
That's it.
I love that. That was cool.
Okay, great.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe Katie Lynchy next week. I don't know. But
Yeah.
you might be watching a different playoff game
we'll see what happens.
if we're even recording.
Well, I do want to see the Nuggets play the Spurs, right? Isn't that the game?
Yeah, that's
Tomorrow?
That's tomorrow. The Spurs don't care. I think in order for Wemby to be eligible for postseason prizes, like awards.
Yeah.
For postseason awards.
I'm having an influence on you.
Yeah, right. Prize. You get a new dishwasher. I think he might have to play. I'm really
yeah.
interested. I wonder if the Nuggets are going to play their people in this game.
Interesting.
Anyway,
Okay,
so it might be cool.
we'll see what happens.
But I'll be curious to hear about whoever it is next week.
Mhm.
Is it time for a new segment?
New segment.
It's time for a new segment called Irish Solves a Problem.
Yeah, this was your idea.
We'll see how this goes. That'd be funny if it was right.
I know.
There are problems that come up in the NBA. A lot of being an NBA podcaster is complaining about the NBA.
Yeah,
And so we have the whole reason that you are great on this podcast is because you haven't spent your life studying the NBA. You have fresh
Right.
perspectives
fresh.
on things that people have been thinking about for a long time. So
Yeah.
the first problem, before we move off of it for the season, is tanking.
Tanking is a problem.
Talking about tanking all season long. And I want to know, with your outsider turning insider basketball perspective, what should we do about tanking?
You asked me and I had an idea, and I have not floated this by you at all. So you might have more to add to this. We'll see if this is a flop or not. Okay. So the problem is that people on these teams are seeing the value in losing, but we want them to win. So they need some sort of incentive for winning. Okay. I'm a professional person. I have a job too. And sometimes the administration will give us extra incentives or rewards for doing our job.
Okay.
And so I would like to propose some ideas that I have received as a gift from administration. I've taught in public schools, I've taught in private schools. I also asked a few of my teacher friends. So these are all real things that have been given to teachers as a gift that maybe the NBA could consider giving to their players to make them work harder.
No one is thinking this. I love it.
I want you to be thinking while I'm saying these of maybe some gifts that you have, not from parents or students. This is from admin. So how about a $10 Starbucks gift card?
The first thing that came to my mind was a $15 Amazon gift card.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. Or one of my favorite things that I got, which I unfortunately no longer have, is an inspirational quote that was printed out on computer paper and put in a plastic IKEA frame.
What does it say?
I can't remember. This was not me. This was from Sovarsky. How do you say that? Sovarsky. Swarovski crystal owl. Wow.
Yeah.
And then from my friend, a crystal paperweight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. I got an Apple paperweight.
A paperweight for all your papers. You have a lot of papers blowing around?
Yeah.
Okay, great. How about, having someone from Mary Kay in the locker room? Well, for me, it was the teacher's lounge on Player Appreciation Day, because it was Teacher Appreciation Day. And you could go and get a consultation and also enter your name to win this really big gift basket of Mary Kay products.
Wait, sorry. Mary Kay, what do they sell?
It's like multi-level marketing makeup, but you just get to see the gift basket and put your name in a drawing to see if you win it. And then if you do win it, I did, to collect it, they would have to go to the meeting where they put you in the front row, but you bring your friend Cindy, who also worked at your school. Cindy got the giggles and couldn't stop laughing in the front row, tears pouring down her face. Then I was laughing. And because you just needed to get out of there, you never got your gift basket of stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe that would inspire them
But you got a good story.
to win.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Or, how about this?
Yeah.
A coupon for an entree and a drink at a food truck. But if you don't go by 10:30 a.m., the line will be so long that it will take longer than your lunch break. Or, and this one is maybe the most valuable one. How about we give them the gift of time?
Oh, NBA players, the gift of time. Yeah.
Those are all things that they are giving to teachers. So maybe that will be what we should give to the NBA players to encourage them to win.
If you don't try to lose, here's what you'll get.
Yeah.
Any of those things. The only one I have to add is
Yeah.
a subsidized ticket to a live auction
Oh,
with people who make way, way, way more money than you.
Wow.
I don't know who that would be for NBA players. Maybe they
Right?
go bid against the owners or something like that.
Yeah,
But that was a gift that made me want to work harder
right.
at my old school. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
I solved the problem.
solve the problem.
Good job.
Thanks.
That was great.
Great.
All right.
Okay.
Did we do it?
Yeah, we did it.
Good job.
Good job. Thank you for listening to the Weep episode of Go Team Score Points. Today's episode was edited by Irish. Information from this episode came from CBS News Denver, Colorado State, and the Coloradan. You can reach us at goteamscorepoints@gmail.com.